What's everyone? What's everyone? Everyone are probably people. What's up, everyone? Netherwood here with more Dyson Sphere Program for you, episode 15, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get to science. Oil today. Hopefully, geez. Okay, we just got all these components done, and I think we were making, I want to say we were making, what are they called? Chemical plants? Or oil processing or something like that. Let's look. Yeah, oil refineries. We need some of this guy, so let's get. Oh wow, they don't stack up very high. So why don't we get? Oh, but we're only going to use them in power bowls. Let's just get a couple of stacks of those guys. Really don't need these, so why don't we pop those in here? They're really like a subcomponent, right? Of just those plasma exciters. That's it. So we might be using those actually in other builds. I think this might be too early to tell. If we look at, I wish they would show you, like maybe grade out what it makes, but you haven't unlocked the technology yet. That'd be kind of neat. Let's go down here. Nope, that's not where we make them. That is also not it. Is it down here? Is it this? Nope. Where are these guys? It's not this. Where did we get these? Nope. Wait a minute. That's really funky. That's thermal power. Is it over here? Huh. It's... Oh, okay, here we go. Then we get power poles. I wonder if it's used to make this guy. Nope, that's oil refining. Not used to make that. Let's see. X-ray cracking. That's another oil refining thing. I think this is only used for that one thing. I think that's it. It just makes a few different things, and that's it. In fact, it might only make one or two things. Just these two guys. That's it. That's really weird. That's strange. Let's make sure that that's the... Well, again, we won't know because we won't have it unlocked. Makes those three things, that's it. Why don't we make big power poles while we're over here? I know we just said we want to make oil, but I want to make sure that we get all this stuff done before we forget. Oh, we need small power poles. That's fine. We'll make those first. Then we'll make big power poles. And we'll have everything we need. Really should have made those. What do we need for small power poles? Iron and these dudes. We already have those guys. Really don't want to... Man, that would be bad. Why don't we make these and then move them into this guy? Because I think the small power poles will not be used to make anything else. Let's get rid of this. Alright, so let's do that. We're going to make two lines. Let's see. We're going to make... Let's see. Let's look at the... We need 3 exciters for 1 power pole. That's perfect. So we're going to run the exciters in like so. Just like we did the previous one. The previous build, right? Then we're going to run the power poles around because it's literally not going to be producing anything else. So let's copy this box. But we're going to need one more input right there. And it's going to come around the outside. Just going to leave that there. I don't think big power poles are used to create anything. I think that's the end of the line for big... Well, we'll know later. We might have to change this. We'll see. But we do know that something is going to be bringing these guys this direction, right? Why don't we just go out? Just in case, we'll go outside here, and we'll run it in like so. That way, if we do need a space, we can have one. Let's do that. Let's get this... let's get the assembler going. You're going to be making large power poles. Buildings, large power poles, cool. It is going to be good to have these small power poles produced as well because we're going to want them for other worlds, other planets, right? Let's get the external belt or the outside, the export up and running. It's a little weird to be working backward like this. Let's look at regular power poles. They are magnetic coils and iron, 2 for 1. So we're going to bring the iron in first. This is where it's going to go up and over. Why don't we use splitters to do this? I really don't like the up and over look. I think it looks atrocious. So we're going to try to use splitters to get this done. I know it might kind of mess with us later, but I think it's going to be fine. Let's go up. Oh, we can't. We can't do an inline splitter like that. We can do this. Let's just back that guy up. We'll do the splitter like this. Let's see. We'll go down this direction. Let's back it up even more. Okay, we'll do it like that. And then we'll probably do it on the outbound over here. But we'll put all that in a second. It's going to need 2 lines coming in. So we know it's going to look something like this. Right? It's going to have 2 lines coming in. It's going to be iron and coils. So that means the export is going to have, it's going to go in a box, just like everything else. And then export is going to run this direction. Really, it should do this. Not that we're going to ever need this many, but we might. Who knows? It's going to run up like that. Oh, you know what? It's going to run right into a splitter right here. So let's just copy a splitter and just pop it in right there. Now we can go up and over without a lot of hassle. Oops. Copy into there. Go into there and then into there. There we go. That's everything we need for that guy. Now let's do our split offs of what we're going to do over here. Actually, let's get the rest of this going. We can totally, no, let's copy this guy first. Let's just get the rest of the build working, and then we can put all our inputs in. This is not what we're producing. We're going to produce regular dudes here. 2 of them. We always do 2 to start off with. And let's get the inserter set up for this guy. I think it's 2 iron per second, which means we're going to need fast inserters. So let's do this fast inserters like this, and then we can use the slow ones. Nope, that's incorrect. To bring in these, because we only need 1 per second, right? This is doing 0.5 per second. We need 1 per second. Let's upgrade these. Cool. Now we'll get the outbound belt in, which can do that. And I think we're making 1 of these per second, right? Which I think we can do with just the regular inserters out. And then we'll do the fast, or the Mark 1s in, or Mark 2s, whatever way you want to talk about it. All right, then we'll do Mark 2s out, again, over here. And we're going to do up and over, right? So let's hook that up. All right, so that's all set up. Let's set up these inserters too, so the whole thing can just run. I think these are, what, 3 seconds for 1. So the outbound will just be regular inserters out. And I know they're called sorters, but I'm just going to call them inserters probably the whole time. So how does this work? This is every 3 seconds, so it's 1 per second. We can just do regular inserters in, because they're just wait a minute here. It's 3 exciters. This is a little backward, but I think we can get away with it. It's every 3 seconds, 1 per second, right? So I think we should be able to do Mark 2s in and get the speed that we want. Yeah, 1.5 trips per second, which means it's fast enough. That's what all that means. That's all we need to know. I don't know the exact math, but it's fine. Now we'll do our regular inserters in, because these guys, we don't need as many. Cool. So that's pretty much set up. We got outbound, and then we've got inserters in, and then we're going to limit this probably to, what, 2 stacks? Maybe a stack. And we'll limit this guy to, what, 2 stacks probably? Maybe 4 stacks, because we might want to burst this system. All right, that should do it. Let's get this guy all hooked up. Let's get him a fast inserter out, so that we got that going. Then we just need magnetic coils and iron, and then we're good. And what do we want again? I think iron's going on the inside, which is perfect for our bus. Yeah, iron's on the inside, magnetic coil on the outside. So let's get the magnetic coils in first, and then we'll get the iron. I think we're going to do it right here, probably. I think we have enough space, because our system is awesome. I believe it's backward. Please say it doesn't. We're going to have to move something again. And I think we can move this iron. Why don't we do that? Let's move this splitter. We can go back 1, I believe. Then that means this guy is going to be moving, which is totally fine. Splitter is going the correct direction. Cool, it fits. That's weird. Never mind. Let's get belt again, so we can hook this thing up. Get our iron moving again. Get this guy moving again. All right, oop. There we go. He's all set up. Get this other splitter. This system still works really well. I know sometimes we have issues, like we can have problems, But I think overall it's really working well. I'm really happy with our main bus. It's just super compact, super simple. Literally just hook the splitters up and you're good to go. We're just going to run this line in right up to where, you know, we have to turn, and then we're going to turn. So that way we can just kill this guy. Cool. Now let's get the iron in. We'll probably just split it right after this guy. We're going to need way more iron production. That is definitely for sure. Let's turn it. Let's get... Okay, it's exactly the distance it needs to be. Let's get out of that mode. Copy belts. And then belts. This one's can run straight in, so that's perfect. Now we're going to have these guys working perfectly. How are these guys building? Oh, no, they were bringing in magnetic coils. That's right. So soon we will have regular power poles, and then we will have the cool power poles, the big ones. These produce very, very slowly. And for a while, we're not going to build up any extra. It's literally all going to go to the big power poles, which is fine. I really just wanted to get this set up so we have a buffer, so we can just walk over and grab some. Let's look at what are we looking like with power poles. I think we're good. I don't think we need any off the top of right off the bat right here. Let's go over here. In fact, let's get some oil production. These guys going. We want 12 of those. 10, and then we'll do. That makes 6, huh? Oh, we ran out of brick? Okay, let's get some brick. We're right here. Okay, we don't have enough space for brick. Why don't we just... Okay, now we can make some more of these, at least. There, made 14. We don't need 14. We don't need 14. How many of these do we have? 2? Why would it make those? Okay, no, we don't want you to... We already have that crafted up, dude. Oh, our inventory's full. We really need to get science to open up our inventory more, and I need to watch my posture. It does that almost every time. You'd think I would remember. Alright, we have a lot of iron plate, too. Like, way more than we probably need. We have a lot of glass. Let's drop at least this. Nope. This we're just going to destroy. Oh, delete. Let's drop some glass. Let's make some space. And I think we're good. Alright, I think we're good to go there. We're going to craft up a bunch of these guys, right? Oops. We're going to craft up a bunch of these guys. We need 10 more would be right. Why is it doing that again? Oh, because we need these. Let's craft up these guys. It's still doing it. Why are you making those? 50 of them are right there. Oh, that 50's not enough. Let's grab another stack. I thought 50 would be plenty, but it's not. Nope, you're doing it wrong. Man, this menu is just really difficult sometimes. There we go. Now we don't have to craft those. Okay, let's go back over here. You know what we might want? I bet you we might want some more of these. Why am I flying away from it? Let's see if... Let's just get the rest, because I think we're going to want more. There we go. We don't want to come back. How's our power? Wow, flying just takes a lot of power for us right now. We'll have something better eventually for power. I think it needs red science, though. Man, look at the planet. It looks great. I love that we got a Jupiter planet. That kind of a gas giant here. We should have been... We should have... And you know what? Let's do that. Let's just get our oil production going. Let's get our oil all done. We need another... Do we have more mining? Let's get our one other oil guy in here. It's going to run up that direction because I want to get the spice flowing. So let's do that. We're going to run some belt. We only have 40 belt. Well, let's go back and get more belt. Even though we just came from there, you probably should have looked at that first, huh? It is what it is. We're going to have to also do some larger power poles to get back over there to move the power down, because we really only need to power the one thing. We might want to use wind vanes, or the wind dudes. Where is it? Right there. Let's get a bunch. We're going to need lots of belt. Let's just get a bunch. Let's have this thing really burst out. Okay, cool. Let's go back. So we're going to get this guy set up. We're going to use some hydrogen. We've got 15 minutes. Maybe we'll get it done. Maybe we won't. Hopefully we do. We're going to run some belt. Did we already produce our other boxes? I don't think we did. Why don't we get 3 of those guys going? I thought we already did that. Where are we going to want this thing? If our production's right here, we're going to want the boxes right here. So let's get those boxes in right now. So we'll put them in the side, in the top and the bottom, and we'll come out the side right there. And we're going to do 3 high. We can only do 2 on these? Okay. Cool. We can get science that will allow us to go up a little higher a little later. Let's do some belt. We got a tons.
However, once it has been removed, all the stored fluid.
Let's do that, and let's do that. This is going to take forever for these guys, but that's totally fine. But hey, at least we're doing oil. We're doing oil, guys. Let's get some oil, some more veins in here, even though we don't need them really. Let's just do power poles. I don't want to mess with it. I just don't want to deal with it. Let's do large power pole over to this guy. We have tons of power. Like, we don't need... Look. Oh, we don't have tons of power. Okay, maybe we can think of... Maybe we should use veins here. Let's craft up some more of those, too, by the way. Let's craft up, like... Maybe we'll do... Let's do 30 more of those guys, so we don't run out. I'd rather produce those while we're just chilling. So let's just drag this along. We might end up moving these. We do that a lot. I don't really care. I'd rather them be in a straight line than... I just think it looks cooler when things are in a straight line. This I'll go over a little bit because we do need to go outside of this guy. Luckily, we don't have to power this thing. Is that all? Oh, good. Now we're boxing or barreling, let's say, our oil from that first dude. We should have been doing that a long time ago. We would have had a ton built up by now. But we didn't think about that. So we snooze, we lose, apparently. Let's stay on the same line. I think that will work as we move over this way. I really like that we're doing it this way. We don't care about the trees at this point. It'll be fine. All right, let's do this though. Cool. Okay, let's start getting this ready. Let's get our line in here. So it's going to come up to right there, right? Let's do an R. I wonder if we can... Yes, we can. See how when you get closer to the pole, it shifts your grid right there. That's why you kind of want to build left to right on your main buses and stuff like that. I got to remember that. I don't like that that's something... I mean, you can build vertically, it's fine. I just think you get compacted in and then you lose the spacing. You don't have enough space, I think, sometimes. So now that well is producing. That's perfect. We're still doing pretty good on power. Running these veins probably helped a lot. Oh, you know what? We still have... Excuse me. We still have that thermal generation line all ready to rock. I just didn't want to burn our coal. As you can see, the oil comes in pretty slowly. As you can see on this first line we did. So it'll be really good to have 2 lines on this. All right, now we're building up a good amount. It's going to come in pretty slow. But while we're not generating because we don't need it, we will be storing, right? We'll be getting it ready. So I think what we're going to do is I think we're going to run our oil on the outside and our products on the inside. We can use the same line that way. Because I think it produces 2 products. Let's just get one of these set up. But I think it's going to look... Let's keep it... You know what? Let's do it up here. And we'll keep it as close to this line as possible. Well, wait. Where do we want to do it? Yeah, I think that's probably good. Let's do that. Probably should have belted our stuff down this way so we don't have to go up and over a belt. That's okay. We'll deal with it at a later point. We're gonna want to go over the water. It'd be cool to have like an elevated belt over the water, although it doesn't put down little poles, so maybe it wouldn't really matter. Or we can just do it up here. We can literally just get the oil out from there and do it over on this side. Maybe that's a better way. Plus we got power too. So why don't we start here? And these are already powered, but we will probably need a power pole here.
This facility will produce multiple products. To divide them, you need to set a filter.
Let's do that.
You can use tab or the arrow key.
So let's see. When we pick what we want here, we can only pick one thing right now. We do get other recipes later, but this will get us, I think it's processed oil and like a hydrogen or something like that. And it's... Again, it's every 4 seconds we get 2 out and 2 in, so we can really just use regular inserters on this. It's not a big deal at all. I did want to run the input on this side, so we might have to move this op really quickly. I do want to run our belt. Let's get the belt in there first, just to make sure we have enough space. So we're going to be coming up from this direction, and then we're going to do a splitter, right? We're going to come out from here. We don't need it to go that high. Why are we doing that? Oh, try to connect to the top one. Nope, that's wrong. Connect the belt to the bottom one. Come out to here, run it up this direction. I think that's good for now. Then we're going to do a splitter. We're going to split in the back and out this other direction. So let's copy this and see how close to this line we can get it. Here's where our line will be. Probably starting right there. That'll be our input, which means we need a splitter again. Watch your posture, brah. We will need a ground floor splitter. We're going to do it like that. And then we're going to take this in like so. And I believe we're going to have to get rid of that. Maybe we don't. We'll see. And we're going to split it going this way. This will split it exactly in half. We might not want our splitter there, actually. Yeah, we don't want our splitter there. Let's lay down our buildings first. Okay, so that's going to be the input, right? Input on the side. We're going to need to leave room for the splitter. Right? And then products on the inside. Let's draw the belt lines for the products first. Right? There's one belt line. There's the second belt line. Okay. Now we'll copy this. And we need more landfill. Maybe we should just turn this. Why don't we just turn this belt? We'll turn this whole op. We're going to turn the whole op here. That will. Then we don't need to use so much landfill. Let's get this going again. Let's do it like that. We can kill this. It's totally fine. Let's do that. We'll just build around it. Oops. Alright, we should be able to build down here. We're going to move all this stuff anyway. You know, we're going to be moving this, so why don't we do that? Let's just draw this first. So we're going to run it straight across there. Where's my build grid? There it is. This is going to go straight into there. Right? Let's get these trees. It's probably better if we actually harvest them because we need it for yellow science. And I know it's an alternate way. There's actually a way with petroleum that you get yellow science, so we won't be using a lot of this, but it will come in handy when we first need yellow science. In fact, let's just make sure this belt doesn't... Okay, why is it so difficult to click a tree? You'd think it's so big, it would be easy. Okay, so this gets that stuff out of the way. We can build in our line. Inventory is full. Well, then stop doing it. Oh, we didn't get any of the power crystals because we have this. Well, we don't need that. I mean, we didn't get any of the nature's crystals or whatever. That's really what we need for the science, so... Whatever, dude. All right, let's draw this line in really quick. I don't know why it always goes the opposite direction you'd think it would want to go. Let's get that in, and we'll just do this while we're waiting. We can do this from, like, miles away, as you can see. Totally fine. Let's just make sure we don't pick up our storage. Is that it? Looks like there's another line right there. There we go. Okay. Again, move this, because now we're going to be moving this whole thing. Oh well, let's just do this. What I can do is I can do like this. Well, I gotta be closer to do it. Let's do this, and then E. That's funny that it doesn't, huh. Can I, how do I put, oh, I don't have enough. Okay, there's no room for oil, so it threw it away. That's totally fine with me, because I didn't want to have any anyway. Alright, sweet. We have a bunch of stuff. Why don't we put down a box to put this stuff that when we'll take it back to main base in a little bit. So we'll put a box like right here. Oh, no. I don't want to destroy any plants if I don't have to. Sound like a Greenpeace guy, huh? Let's do that. Well, we're going to be ripping out all those plants anyway. Why don't we just put our box? Let's put it way over here. Hopefully we remember to take that stuff. So we got our new line in. That's good. We're going to put, what, this and that in there? Is that everything? It looks like everything. Wow, we have too many wind vanes, but that's okay. We're about to remedy that. Let's get our wind vanes in, which, I mean, our wind turbines, which actually we're going to bring this direction, I think. Let's bring it over here so it won't be in the way of these guys. And we probably should... Let's do this. Let's get rid of that. We probably should chop out some of this stuff, too. Why don't we harvest these trees and stuff? Now we should have enough space to... Yeah, we have enough space now to capture all this stuff. So, I see you get rock. Well, actually, I think we just took out a rock. But we're not getting any of the yellow science things. Why not? I can't really see, so I'm just kind of winging it here. Why aren't we getting any of those crystals? Are they just pretty rare, or you only get them off the big trees, or what? We're not getting any... Oh, we're getting a little bit of wood. Okay. I don't want to fill up on this wood and stuff, because we won't get any crystals. Alright, let's do a little bit more, because we are going to have to put stuff right here. That will get us also titanium. I don't think we're going to need titanium before we actually go to another planet, but we'll see. So at least our oil is producing again, so we're filling up with it. That's good. This probably won't be needed. All right, sweet. Let's get the rest of this, and then I think we're good to go. There we go. All right, I think we're ready to rock. Let's get the rest of this in, and then we can get moving with our build here. Now that we've cleaned everything up and kind of put it where it should be, should have been in the beginning anyway. There we go. Now we're going to do the belt out, which we can actually do on the side over here, and we don't need this anymore. Cool. Again, I can't put any oil in there. Can I put it in here? Actually, what we can do is we can put the oil in our first systems here. So we're going to run this line back this direction, right? It's going to come out. It's going to split. One of the lines is going to come down this way, so it would probably start about right there, because the splitter is going to need two spaces, so why don't we start it right here? It's going to go all the way down here. And with the splitter, we could actually have a line going the other direction too. So this won't limit our capability. That means we probably want to bring all the components back to here. We're probably going to want to box them. You know what, so why don't we run them all up this way? We'll probably want to split them. Well, no, because that'll slow them down. I'll show you what we're going to do, but we're going to do this a little bit smarter. I almost did this kind of an incorrect way. I really almost did it a way that doesn't leave any scalability. So let's do this. We're going to need power poles in here. That's completely fine. In fact, probably should have put them first. Actually, let's do... I think it's one power pole for every one of these machines. So we'll start our machine, then we'll put a power pole. And in fact, I think you can put a machine in between these a power pole in between these machines. Is that right? Please say you can. You can't. Okay, so it's going to need a power pole here. Power pole. In fact, if we do it here, we can probably run both machines. Maybe. Maybe we can. Let's see. So we're going to have lines coming back this direction, right? And then a line also coming back this direction. Now let's put one of these guys again. Really, let's put what we're going to do in here first. And then I think I can put this oil. Perfect. It's actually going to produce. So that is covered by our pole. Perfect. So actually, it's only going to be one pole per two of these. Or per four. So we're going to need a pole on this one, right? So leave a space. Then we'll probably do one more set. And then that's going to be it. We're going to be done with our space here. This is kind of cool. It's a cool looking build here. So let's get the rest of our belt in. The belt, usually the longest part of the build, because it just takes so long to get the belt done. We're only really going to do one end, so why don't we just do it, well, we'll do it the whole way. It looks cooler. In case we ever knew to expand it, which we can't really expand that direction, so maybe it's superfluous to do that, but I do want it going in the center. Alright, let's copy the belt. We'll get the other one moving too. Oh, we already have belt running. So let's run the belt up this direction. We're going to stop right there. And then we'll run the belt back the other direction too, because the bots are already going to be over here. So let's do that. This one, we're going to need 2 spaces, correct? So let's do it from the center again. Let's hook it up to this. And then same thing here, except we're going back this way. Cool. That's our outbound. Yeah, definitely need this red science. We're already at the time already. Well, we'll have to finish this build on the next episode. It just takes a long time when you have these bigger builds. Let's get the power in. Actually, let's set everything up first. So let's see how fast this thing is. What are we doing right now? We're doing every 4 seconds. So this is all slow belt. Or I mean all slow inserter. Because every 2 seconds you get 1 item. Well, no matter what we do right here, they're not going to be that slow. So the way this is going to work is you do like, oh, we're going to need all this space actually. We're going to need a little bit more. So why don't we do this? There we go. We're going to need all this on the outbound here. So the way it's going to work is I think I'm going to do like this on the inside, and then on the outside I'll do it like that. So let's just do that really quick. Since, no, that's directly across. We don't want that. Right? We don't want that. Let's copy. Nope. Oh, where are we on inserter? That's belt. I think we're going to cut it here. We're at 31 minutes, but we're getting oil processing complete. At least we're picking up oil while we're dinking around with all this stuff, getting the refining set up. After this, we're going to have hydrogen. We're gonna barrel up, let's say, tank up both of these products, because one of them I think is petroleum, it's called, and the other one's hydrogen. Those are liquids. We'll put them into barrels or whatever, and then we'll trek that over for red science. And then we'll be all done with red science, and we'll be able to unlock a bunch of new stuff and get to the next stuff, production things like Belt Mark II and things like that. So let me know what you think about this episode in the comment section. Like and favorite, or there is no favoriting anymore. That's how old of a YouTuber I am. Subscribe if you're new here. Hit that notification bell. And I can't see myself. Okay, good. I'm still on the face cam. Hit that notification bell if you do like these videos, and you can be able to see when I put another video up. And I will see you on the next episode. Stay frosty.